how did we get into this mess? I really think we seem to be made to suffer. It's our lot in life. Where do you think you're going? Well, I'm not going that way. It's much too rocky. This way is much easier.
The future is coming, it's coming, it's coming. 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 The future is coming, it's coming, it's coming right now.
Attention, all civils. It's time to begin your day. Awake, your country needs you. Arise, feel good about yourself and your country. You are protected today by your country, and the civil acts right. Remember, when the civil acts right, the right acts civil. Enjoy your day.
The Megos finally did it! Their plots and plans turned politics into a business that only their close friends and family ran. Law was no longer sought as a means for proving the truth. Verdicts were now bought by a handful of rich dudes. The Ceez, we were told, knew the most about creating wealth. But these CEOs didn't mind destroying everybody else, so long as profits were made and their boots retained loyalty. But everyone was for sale, so they were the best paid employees. They helped cover up indiscretions, sex scandals and wars, drug running, fixed elections, and even experimenting on our fellow life forms. Why not? They had the right. They were right. We were just civil. We couldn't stomach conflict or fights, or protests, or all-night vigils. Live and let die, dude. We just wanted to do our thing. They did too, except as kings and queens. So eventually we let them. How bad can that be? Taxes pay for our protection. Controlling the world makes them happy.
Welcome all civil ladies and gentlemen, and of course my fellow right. It's me, your favorite hegemon and leader, Jonathan Hothschild, on this 100th anniversary of our precious Civil Acts rights. Let's celebrate diversity and victory over poverty, sickness, and crime. Thank you for the trust you placed in us. We're forever grateful for the honor of allowing our club to control the planetary bankroll. To show my appreciation, I've written an official decree. I'm down with legalization, and from now on, your tea will be free. Just like healthcare and commodities, everyone should get what they want. So long as you're honest with me, thou shalt not have not. Whatever I can do, whatever you should need, this I promise to you. This I guarantee. As long as you work with me, I'll work with you. Follow the rules and respect the health. And when it hurts to be free, check your view. Elect me again, and I'll protect your wealth. But I need your promise that you still trust our way. Your needs will be honored. Can you just obey? Thank you. says stay with me. I'm the one you like, the best that money can buy. So keep spending, I'll keep lending, till you're all mine. You're mine, you're mine, you're mine.
You realize what he just said? He's paying us off. He's attempting to bribe us with things that are rightfully ours. That's insanity. He's offering us our own freedom as long as we're obedient to him. That's not right. That's not civil. Come on, guys, we gotta start a revolution. Better not tell it on the mountain, unless you want to see your brain spraying like a fountain. On this pie, if you point out a lie, or even ask why, you might die in a variety of methods, depending upon how many heads you infected. If it's just your fam, maybe catch a glance. You'll still have to catch a cabulance. And if you're not back to your cabin fast, they'll raid your stash and put bugs in your plants, your pants, and your grandpa's flask. Do it again, catch a couple in the ask. And if you're texting or questions or blessing the airwaves, you're testing their patience. They get a little annoyed at what they deem unnecessary changes, like raising minimum wages. What happens here stays here like laws. Chill, kid, take a mask, you should try it. Why's that? So you don't get suicided. Tellers don't last long, they get seized. Another sad song, become copyrighted talent. Then they make money off your icebox ballad. A kid I knew who worked the local views caught a cool chance to report the news, but a troll in charge wanted him to distort the truth, so he ignored the roof. He derped the perps and explored the proof. The clerks were in thirst, so he poured the juice, but Corpse couldn't ignore this dude. They stabbed him with his own tablet in the storage room. There's more to this than doom, but you might consider a mask when you record a tune. At least if your life's worth more to you, cause there's a lot more they can afford to do. Like put your mother in a petting zoo, or make your little brother serve as Jezeboo's. Take your newborn daughter too, and offer her to their gods in some devil stew. Ooh, that's awful, but oft times it's what you get for being lawful. Makes me depressed like a waffle. I end up smoking tea by the cropful. The Ceez got that right. Want to turn people to zeeps? Keep 'em mad high. You'll do your job, you'll act nice, you'll respect the law, the civil acts right. Then they respect the civils. So vapor-dabba-day, take a break and keep it simple. No stress, no pimples, just wear a mask and don't blow the whistle. What you think you are, a referee? Better not do that shit standing next to me. They don't see any difference between us. We'll be on freeze till the next polar zenith. A lot of winter, and that's not a winter. I'm spoiled, I gotta have a hot dinner. I'm annoyed with long johns and sweaters, and no way on off I'm eating tauntaun innards. Look, we could be friends, but get this, it's gonna have to be from a distance. Stop popping off on other people's business, or at least wear this.
I see your point, sir.
What is this, some virtual reality? Oh, damn. This has infrared and ultraviolet sensors, body temperature gauges, all connected online? Where'd those people come from? They weren't there before. Oh, this is... Wow. Who is she? Anonymous 88888888. Okay. How old? How many partners? How many pregnancies? Sexual preferences? I looked at her profile. She looked up mine. Emoticon smile. I took that as a good sign. She looked like a good time. I'm gonna have to find out. I checked her schedule. Nice. She's open for tryouts. You look beautiful, 8s. Message sent. And with the wind change, I catch her scent. I watch her read it. I see her blush. Then she's asking me if I got time for teaming up. We gotta be discreet. We can't be on this street in case an intern's watching and he adds us to his sheet. She says her place is safe. What do we want to eat? I say I'd rather wait until after the meet and greet. I bop to her house first. I wait inside. I got familiar, even though I wouldn't know her name tonight. She walked in with her mask on. I still had mine. We could take them off, hidden for the last time, or just leave them be. In case I'm the wrong guy, keep our secrecy. You'll never be sure it was her from online. Love can be anonymous. It's not too late yet. If this wasn't what you wanted, let's stop and have safe sex. She took all her clothes off. I did the same. Our displays showed us what we considered pleasure and pain. I followed instructions. I did what she liked. She made me come quick, but only after I made her come twice.
If this ain't love, then what is it? Ain't love just the one you get with. If it's love, it's worth risking. But hey love, it's none of their business.
We were off to a good start. Our bodies complied. We were also off the charts. Unlisted, we could still hide. Part of me didn't want to. She felt so good. Will you let me flaunt you to my friends and fam and neighborhood? There was still one step that we had to get past. Take one big breath and then take off our masks. Could I really trust her? I only met her last night. Could it be just her I hold sacred my entire life? It's dangerous to love. Best to keep it secret. When the trollers know what's up, they'll see it as a weakness. Then they can play you by taking your shine. And all that may come true if I make you mine.
If this ain't love, then what is it? Ain't love just the one you get with. If it's love, it's worth risking. But hey love, it's none of their business.
Alert! Unregistered coupling. You must file before intercourse. Safety first. Your identities have been logged. This is your final warning. If it happens again, you will be placed on the list of sex offenders.
You got it.
Have a good day.
Fuck off. Are you okay? Man, that was fucked up. You got flags, son. You got flags, son. Community. Don't front, you got flags. Community. 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 I look around and all I see are my people. Plants from the same planet, my equals. We love and we live, that's bilingual. Party on Darth, party on 3PO. But if you're gonna kill in the name of my people, it's gonna be the shame of my people. Rationalizing the taking of lives is not real. It's a figment of the right's ego. And if our leaders won't do what we do, what's the point of allowing them to lead, dudes? If they aren't transparent and see-through, why should they be privy to business between me and you? And how come we need to pay these goons to be true to what we do for free? The Hoth rule is be cool. Is it cool they have more rights than we do? Hey community, how about some unity? And a lot less diplomatic immunity. Pardon me, but my patience is limited. Don't understand? Then you're ignorant or in on it. So which is it, stupid or liar? A mercenary or a cupid for hire? You got paid, that's why you don't hear me. The same kind of cats who call facts conspiracy theory. They don't have the time. Maintaining peg checks keeps them in line. Step out and get sent to hardening school for not being able to follow their arbitrary rules. You've become a problematic stat. Problem with that, Ceez were never good in math. The prison state keeps you out of their path, but educate? Meglos ain't got time for that. Who takes care of us? Community. If there's beef, who squares it up? Community. What if the rebels attack? Fair enough, but what if they're mad at our government and not at us? We're fellow Hothians, aren't we? How could you ever kill another Hothling? Oh, he was resisting directions. Really? And lots of other questions. Community. 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 Community.
My fellow brethren, it has come to my attention that the stench of public dissent has descended upon us. Due to the violent nature of these demonstrators in the form of such unpatriotic acts as boycotts, strikes, runs on banks, and general economic sabotage, I do hereby decree those who would fight our fair system shall not have the rights of our fair system. If the civil does not act right, why should the right act civil? New rules, boys. Get to work. And,
You are free to use any methods necessary, but I want them alive. No disintegration.
Wait a minute.
Hey, you see those people down there?
Yeah,
Just what on Hoth am I seeing down there?
they're taking the money out.
They're taking our money out. You go down there.
No?
No, right now. Get some boots on the ground from the Tantrum town. I'll call my brother. He's a watcher out of Tantrum town. He's got interns from here to the South Hall. And they're stormtroopers turning the party out, too. Not a mean, no crime scene, not a thing. They swoop in with stun bombs like...
Bada
The mobs wake up in drop cloths and a lot of grains, pointing blasters at their old faces and a lot of screams. Hey, but if you confess, get out of jail free. And if you protest, it's about a month in solitary.
You sound stressed. Want some tea?
No way. Being Ceez is all work and no play.
Yeah!
It ain't easy being Ceez.
Yeah!
You never know who you're gonna have to squeeze.
Yeah!
It ain't easy being Ceez.
Yeah!
To make an omelet, sometimes you gotta break some knees.
Yeah!
It ain't easy being Ceez.
Yeah!
Some cats think they're cold till you put them on freeze.
Yeah!
It ain't easy being Ceez. It's not what you know, it's what you can make them believe.
Things are just popping right now.
You call this a diplomatic solution?
No, I call it aggressive negotiations.
Oh, shit. Hey, boss. Sorry, but, I killed him.
Apology accepted.
That's right. I cuffed a couple rebels last night, sneaking round, and that was fine, till they started seeking out the classifieds, and she was leaking news to the views, and the dude she was seeing was preaching too. They were seen teaching the youth, quite an unpatriotic thing to do. The truth hurts, and it'll cost your life, your wife, or your boss. Don't try to fight. Take the loss, and don't cry when I tell her, take it all. The nerve of y'all trying to hurt the cause. You nerds act like you never heard the law. The world's more secure with your curtain call. You heard the boss.
Apology accepted.
Hey, Bass Man, give me a hand. Call some interns for these sips. You know what? Never mind. Put them in the trash compactor. They won't be missed.
Why fight for the wrong side? I like having me a long life. Them Jedi Knights, they gone and died. Hell of a fight, but boss is bona fide. He got connections and hordes of weapons. The Ceez know he's no poor investment. He uses force, and if there's any questions, save your voice. He don't take suggestions, just lives of those who go against him. And if he likes, he tortures them before confessing, cause now it's legal. It ain't forbidden. If you got an ego, better keep it hidden. That's how I'm living. My team's winning. I got diplomatic status. I'm on a mission. And even if I kill women or children, I'm still forgiven.
Apology accepted.
Get the fuck on the sidewalk!
I got flagged by a badge. After I stepped off the beaten path, he told me to step back. I told him F that. This is my town, not yours. You don't intimidate, you mop floors. And you strayed from the smart course, allied yourself with the dark side of the force.
Oh yeah?
He pulled out his blaster, but I moved much faster. Hopped a fence or 2 or 3, pulled a few moves to lose the heat. I had just reached my hood and was reasonably sure everything was all good, so I pulled out my keys and unlocked my door when...
Freeze, rebel! Get your ass on the floor!
It's SOP. They call it SOP. That's SOP. It's really what they believe. So mad they can't see straight. We went from free to police state. Overnight, self-defense got overhyped. The law became power over rights. Freedom of speech meant money. Those who spoke legalese ran whole countries. The Hoth rule was redefined to if you're not cool, you're pulled offline.
Sorry.
Whole cities went dark. Some Ceez even turned their peeps' water off. A lack of empathy, know-how, turning bustling cities into ghost towns. But where'd they all go to? Family or jail, those two. It didn't seem civil. They legalized being right, it's that simple. That's SOP. They call it SOP. It's just SOP. So standard operation, proceed. Our opinion. We're not doing anything wrong.
Disagreeing with the rights is logically wrong. You forfeit your rights. You will be incarcerated until trial.
Come on, dude. This is wrong.
Where will you
Did we hurt anyone?
be back? Hey there, when will you be back?
Hey, love. Sorry for the abrupt change, but Daddy had to go upstate. I don't know how long I'll be away, but don't worry. Daddy's gonna be okay. They put me in a beautiful prison just because we have a difference of opinion, and so far they don't respect our religion. But pretty soon they're gonna have to listen to my tales of their wrong. And if I can be jailed for doing nothing wrong, cause I unveiled that they're doing something wrong, clearly, they're in the wrong. It's only a matter of time before they see the amount of ingenuity they're wasting by incarcerating people they deem as criminal. This system is failing.
Hey there, when will you be back? Hey there, when will you be back?
Well, it's been a long 6 months. The help here are some sick ducks. But I'll tell you this much. I haven't got shivved once. It turns out there's a lot of other dads here who aren't into hurting another's chance here. At first they called us pap smears, but now it's the criminals that control the packs here. The butlers want war, that's for sure. They make a cool profit off the conflict. That made us kinda sore, and more, so we opted for a contract to call it, and seek peace between armies. We can both eat, nobody needs to be starving. If the Ceez keep bogarting, we'll slay the beast, and I'll be home in time to start the party.
Transmission canceled. See you in court. Have a good day.
Don't make me kill you. My allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy! If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
You will try.
Order the court. not a giggle. You've sworn to tell the truth, not a riddle. The state will prove your guilt. You conspired against the right and not just a little. Attacking the economy, assembling in public with terrorist camaraderie, and you're good with photography. The evidence can be found in your online property.
Your Honor, clearly there's been some mistake. I was hanging with the people and we're doing great. We were just discussing change for a better day, and after a consensus, we'll be headed your way. It's nothing personal, it's business that the whole world can do. You want justice, right? That comes first for you? Let's put the system on trial. We've got work to do.
Objection. The system is saying this isn't a game. The defense needs to stick to the subject. Sustained. In addition to the aforementioned claims, we had treason and lack of reason to justify change. Extremism is a poor excuse for teaming up with other anarchists who hold the same views. The law is the rule, it's tried, it's true. It's you who is the real problem. You'll be fixed soon.
Sorry, ever since you let the law be bastardized, the revolution will not be advertised. The public interest has been cast aside by fascists and fearmongers when they strategize, but that's alright. You're the minority, and until now we've been the silent majority, represented by more than me. It's everyone else you forgot about, historically.
Gag him. Yeah, get the muzzle. Of committing crimes against the state, of fear-mongering and class hate, of espionage, of terrorism, of libel, slander, and sedition, of aiding and abetting the enemy, of self-defense and hoarding weaponry, of growing food in unapproved plantations and bartering to avoid taxation, of being the problem, of being the justification for killing all of them, of being willing to do the killing. You killed them. You killed them. It was you. You're guilty. You killed them. You are guilty. You're guilty.
Just to stand one emotion,
You must unlearn what you have learned. My ally is the force, and the powerful ally it is. Life creates it, makes it grow. Its energy surrounds us and binds us.
The question is here, the answer is near. Why not get along? Why not get along? Why not get along? There's nothing to fear, no one's gonna tear you away from your lifestyle or what you hold dear. But isn't it weird, some don't wanna hear? Why not get along? 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 What's the problem that can't be solved? Can't be resolved or figured out at all. It's not a problem, it's just a thought that we can't have all the love we want, but we got it, we got a lot. And when the killing stops, then we talk, then we walk in their shoes. We feel their bliss and we share the blues.
Do or do not, there is no try.
So why not get along? Why not get along? Why not get along? The question is here, the answer is near. Why not get along? Why not get along? there's nothing to fear. No one's gonna tear you away from your lifestyle or what you hold dear. But isn't it weird? Some don't wanna hear. Why not get along? Why not get along? Why not get along? Why not get along? Why not get along?
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
You on point, Toth?
All the time, Ace.
You on point, Toth?
All the time, Ace.
You on point, Toth?
All the time, Ace. And even when I'm crunk, I keep a sober face. Now here's a funky introduction of how nice I am. Tell your mother to your sister, send an Instagram. I'm like solar energy because I last long. But it wasn't that way on my planet of Hoth. We had to figure out what love meant. Some Ceez running things wanted none of it. But the public did, and we discovered that it protects and warms like an oven mitt. But what was to become of this government by some whose intention was division of the public and the funds? Sums upon sums is what they grabbed. At first they tried to hide it, but the people got mad. Then guess what? Some fessed up. It turned out all badges weren't messed up. Then they stepped up and called the rest up. Soon interns and watchers gave a heads up. To the top, a nod to the bosses, it's all their fault. They wouldn't be honest and had to have it all. They promised and promised and promised to stop it. Too late, they were the problem. We rounded up the Ceez that night. Powerful men, all scared to die. But it was time for a lethal dose of empathy to clear their minds. Most pissed their pants. Once they started tripping, they got so sad. And instead of getting mad, I went back to my ship and broke out my own stash. I brought them pills, we popped them pills, and we all got to see how M feels. The Ceez were all crying, we were all crying. We looked into their eyes and untied them. Now we're just friends and fam. The right was abolished, so we're all civils again. And the only rule is be cool, or get sent back to empathy school.
Everybody plays the fool.
Even on Hoth, but it's fucking cold, dude. Earth's more my pace. I found my soulmate and got to break ground with Ace. That's him on the drum kit. Whether samples or keys, he crushes it. Met him online like a very long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Innovation does a lot of cutting on the quiet, and having a son is kinda something like a diet. You got a lot of uh-ohs and no-nos and whoa, keep that on the low-low. But don't tell Lolo. She already suspects I went full YOLO. You never go full YOLO. Look what happened to Grandpa Han Solo. But anywho, Earth's about to change. Don't lose hope. The greedy always get played. It'll happen soon enough. The solution is love and only love. Better get her done. Point, Sean.
All the time, Jay.
You're on point, Sean.
All the time, Jay.
You're on point, Sean.
All the time, Jay. And even when I'm drunk, I'm still rocking the place. And even when I'm drunk, I'm still rocking the place. And even when I'm drunk, I'm still rocking the place. Rocking the place. And even when I'm drunk, and even when I'm drunk, I'm still rocking the place.
You know you can't save the world. All you can do is try.
Ain't that the truth?